Hey, Mark Walters here, and I'm walking out to see if I can get the chicken's attention here. See if we've got any eggs ready. You see them coming over. It's so funny. Whenever they hear the door open for me coming back there where they live, they come running a lot of times. Not always, but I pretty much do the same whenever I hear anybody say, "Hey, Mark, want to go to the buffet?" So I can relate with that. Oh, look whose attention we've gotten here. Hello, Ginger. How you doing? How's it going? You doing good? Yeah? All right. Okay. Let me just come out here. Hello there, little girl. How you doing? The funny thing about Ginger is she doesn't see so well, so she's got to check things out. And whenever I hold out food for her, she'll put her head from one side to the other because her eyes are kind of like on each side of her head. Well, listen, in this video, I said that we were going to check to see if there are any eggs, right? So let's just check to see if there's any eggs real fast. I don't know. Looks like there's a couple. Got one there. Yeah, so there's a little action going. That's good. We like that. Love eating farm fresh eggs. It's wonderful. So thank you very much, little chicken. I do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's talk about what I'm going to share in this video, which is your personal one-day contract. Now, what am I talking about? Well, think of it like this. A lot of times we procrastinate. We don't do the things that we know we should be doing. It happens to all of us. It happens to me. It happens to everybody. Now, there are things that we've got to be doing in any aspect of our life that, things that need to get done. Sometimes we do them, sometimes we don't. Certainly that's the case in business. For any kind of business, any kind of niche, there are things that we need to be doing. Now, the whole idea behind the one-day contract is if you were to have a one-day contract with someone and based on their performance for that day, you would look and see, do I want to hire this person for the next day based on what they've done? Well, would you do that? Or would you say, they're out of here. I am firing this person. I'm going to find somebody else. Okay, so that's the premise, except the contract is with you. It's your personal contract. So at the beginning of the day, throughout the day, and at the end of the day, what have you done looking back on it as if you were an employee? Would you fire yourself? Would you be happy with the production? Would you say, wow, they really made some great strides today along the lines that are things that I want to get done, be it in your personal life, be it in your business life? And that's really important. When you think of things like that and say, hey, I've got a personal contract today with myself. I need to be doing certain things throughout the day, so at the end of the day, I feel good about my productivity, that I'd want to hire myself again for the next day. It's kind of an accountability to ourself. Now, here's the thing that I've always thought about. There are, quote unquote, money-making things that need to be done each day. And I oftentimes have thought about that throughout the years, and I like to try and get the money-making stuff done as quickly as possible, so that way I know I've gotten those things done. Those are the things that will push my business further. Now, there are a lot of things that you can be doing that don't necessarily push your business further. You could be checking Facebook, reading emails, writing emails that are fun. Hey, I just want to look at this real quick, then I'll get to the things I know I need to be doing. I'm sure we've all said that to ourselves. And then other things come up. Before you know it, half the day is gone. It's time for lunch. Then, okay, I'm going to check a couple things, then I'll get to it. By the end of the day, you really haven't had any momentum building up for the things that are the money-making things, the things that would make you proud at the end of the day, looking back at your personal contract. It's really important that you focus on the money-making things first, and then if you need to do some of these other things that don't necessarily get you the results that you want, then you can consider that. But at least you've done the money-making things first. And I love that because, first of all, it builds momentum. It makes you feel good about yourself, good about what you've been able to accomplish so far for the day. So when you get to halfway through the day, you look back and say, hey, wow, I've really done a lot. Because a lot of times, if we procrastinate and we do the money-making things later, we don't do as much of it. We're not in the mental state because we haven't gotten that momentum rolling, and we ultimately haven't gotten as much done that day. But when you start to do it at the beginning of the day, it changes everything, changes your focus, changes your momentum, your confidence, your ability to realize, hey, I can do these things, I'm doing them, I want to do a few more. So consider the different things you're doing throughout the day. Ask yourself, is this a money-making thing? Is it something that's ultimately going to push my business further? And be honest with yourself with that. And if so, well then great. If not, well, discard that activity or push it back until the end of the day when you know that you've done all the money-making things, so that at the end of the day you can be looking at your personal contract and say, I did a good job today, I'm going to rehire myself tomorrow. I'm Mark Walters, and I look forward to sharing more with you very soon.